Hello and welcome, my name is Nilaus and this is episode 92 of our Let's Play campaign of Factorio in Season 7. So we are stuck, that's mainly me, stuck with wire conditions and all that good stuff. I've been thinking and playing around since last time, so the first thing I do is run out into the field and chop down some forest. No, well, that's not what I've been... Basically, I play with circuits networks and I couldn't figure it out, so I had to just go out in the forest and cut some trees. Not quite it. I'm not giving up. I actually have a pretty good idea and I think it works. But I need a bit more space. And that's the reason why I cut it down, because I actually, as I said last time, I really don't want to have a separate location for my wire conditions, but at the end of the day, I think that's a much cleaner way of doing it. Yeah, but quit whining. Why do I have so much fuel here? I'm just gonna auto trash that for now. Good, and I also need a bit of the concrete, not as much as last time, maybe like 500, and maybe 250 of this. So let's just go out and cut the trees on this, and then we are ready to make the display. Those bloody trees. Forget about all of these out here for now. Just want these. Right. There's a bit down here. Forget about that as well. Good. Now what I want to do is actually take... I've also put these down here because I'm going to use those a lot, the wire condition thingies. I built it wrong. I simply built it wrong. That sucks. Didn't I? Why is it different from that one? I guess I didn't. Because this won't work. I'll build it like this, whatever. It needs lights. Okay, so but I don't like the way that it looks when it's... Look at that. It's messed up. And where are my lights actually? I also need some lights. Give me some lights. Give me some lights. Ah, my internet OCD is killing me on this. This is really annoying. Good. Now what I need to do is drag the message, and this is where I can't take that one. I need it up here. There. Otherwise it's gonna annoy the hell out of me. And then I bring it over to this location. Now we can get started. Okay, so what I want to do, now here we have all the content coming in. Now I want to build a filter that is specifically, I want to build it so that it is modular and can copy paste it, and it's very little that needs to be changed. So in order to do that, and I also need to make it compact, I'm going to come here. Basically the first thing I do is convert the signal into a generic signal. So in this case, I'm going to do copper plates. So copper plates times 1 output the A signal. Now from here on, I'll work on the A signal, and then I'm going to pipe it back on the green wire. Let's pipe it back actually. I probably won't be able to make the whole damn thing, but when the idea of this is, if you look at this, I will use colors. I will take, this one will be active when a signal 1 is greater than 0. This one will be active when a signal 2 is greater than 0. This one will be active. And this is, I think this is the best way of doing it, because then I can send individual signals to all of them. Was that? That's 5, that's 4, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'll just build one more. If I could hit. And 10. Well, that's a conundrum, right? That's an M because it's 1 million. Yeah. So at this point, I need to provide, at the end of this, I have to provide outputs. Okay, so that I do simply with these. Let's point them upwards. This one is saying, hey, if signal A is greater than 0, then the first one should be lit. And then output 1. Actually, I think we are missing something here. Yes, random. That one is, I'll just build one more, because that's the one that indicates if we are completely out. There, much cleaner. Good. This one says, are we even above 0? Yes, we are. And then it's just a matter of getting more of these. I don't think I'll build all of them. Copy. Is this greater than 100,000? 1, 2, 3. If so, we'll give a signal of 1. The A is greater than 200,000. And then 300,000 and give a signal of 3. I'll just do it up to 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 500,000, because then I can also do something with colors. Great. So that's that one taken care of. Now this one will be going from here and then goes to input all of them. And the output comes from here, and that just flags all of these as outputs. Should that be sent back as a signal? Problem is now, if I send this back as a signal A, then it only works for 1. So long wire, it won't work. This one? Oh, that one is not working. This one is when the signal 0 is like that. Okay, I'm gonna start building it for 1, and then we're gonna take it from there. What I would like to, okay, let's actually check. So this says it's more than 100,000 for the copper plates. What is it actually for the copper plates? It's 137, good. There is a better way of testing this is actually removing it from the actual network there, but hooking up to this one where you can simulate the input. So that's 380, oh, that's not a 350. All right, so we should have 4 lamps active. That one, however, we want to make sure that now there's the additional complexity of colors. I think I can just squeeze them in up here. Basically, I want 3 colors. See if I can make it like this. I want to make it as tight as possible so it doesn't take up too much room. Again, I need the same input. This input goes here, and it goes here. This one will say if the A signal is there might be something wrong on this one. It's less than, what should we say? Should we say 20,000? Then it's definitely a red signal. So if I have less than 20,000 copper plates, I'm in trouble. So the input signal is 350A. Okay. And the next one, that'll see when it's green. Let's just copy from here. It's just this it's green when the signal is, should we say, above 100,000, then I feel somewhat okay. And then that'll be green. Now the tricky part is then, what's the middle one? Because if I just set it, if it's less than 100,000, then I'll get the red signal and the yellow signal at the same time. So this one's definitely going to be the yellow signal. I have to make sure that it outputs it as a 1. These will then be hooked into the rest of the output like this. So now we have a green signal here in this case. However, it'll also be hooked into that one and that one, because if I don't get anything into this one, right now I have a green input signal, but what if I don't get anything? What if everything I get is equal to 0? Then mark it as yellow. And then we can pipe this back, I think. Let's try it. So it's supposed to be yellow when it's 50,000. It works. So just to recap this, this part here generates the colors or the numbers, and this one generates the colors. So if it's less than 50, it goes red. If it's less than 50, it goes red. If it's more than 100, it goes green. No, it's less than 20. If it's more than 100, it goes green. If it's neither, then it goes orange or yellow, whatever. Let's also just check with when it is really low. And I'm getting a red output signal. Let's go over and see if the plates are working. Yes, they are. Let's mess with some input signals. Let's make it 101. Yes. Or 5. And 50. That goes yellow. And 100,000. 100,000 and 1. It looks pretty good. It works actually, but problem with what I've done here is that it only works for one case. So in this case, I think that I actually have to somehow be able to, maybe it would be better if I sent it back just as a single A signal. If I could convert it, because this works brilliantly as long as it doesn't go on a global wire. But if it goes on a global wire, then what happens when I just build the next one? I just built this one for the copper plates below. That won't work because that's a different signal. So what I have now built, it doesn't matter what I feed in as long as same. However, maybe there's an alternative. So now it works for one. That will work if I built this side thing. And it's actually just one too many, right? I mean, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I'm actually gonna need 2 more anyway. And which one's 500? You could say that between 500 and 1 million, you don't really need a lot of input. Maybe you need like, maybe it's actually better. You have the first one it doesn't have to be a linear scale, because whether you have 500,000 or 600,000 is completely irrelevant. So when it gets above 500, then this one is more like, if it gets about 1 million, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then it outputs a signal of 6. If it goes above 2 million, for whatever reason, I don't think it can, but output 7. And I could make some more complicated things here. Actually, I think I don't need that one, because if I do this, then I can squeeze in these 2 in this row, and that makes it actually somewhat feasible to put it here, because then it's just 2. Okay, let's try this. Let's try it. I'll put 1, 2, 3. This one goes here. That one goes there. That one goes there. Now I need to be really careful how I do this, because these two, or all the outputs have to go combined. Yes, but there is this one trick that the output of this one also goes here, and the output of this one goes here, and this output should not be in there. Right. Now I think I can take this out. Well, I do like this very much, because that actually makes it completely contained within. Let's see, for example, I could build it like this, and I could take this cute little thing here and say for copper, it's contained there. Oh, I guess I need more. Oh, I'm gonna need a hell of a lot more of these, so let's just crank away at them. I wonder if, I don't think I've created them because I didn't think I would be using it. So anyway, the red is the input, so I need the red input here. And I'm going to take away this one, just so that it doesn't provide this back. So now there's nothing green coming into the wire here. This one, for example, nothing input, nothing input. Damn. Now all I need is that one, and then hook it up to the global, and then it works. Because what will now happen is that I could, it should not hook. That's the whole point of this. Damn it. That it's not a global green. It is quite contrarily not a global green. It is output from here into there. Because then I could actually make, where the hell is it? There. I could just make this one, and then make it, this one would just be changed to copper ore. Done. Oh, I don't have any. This one is copper plates. Again, do not do that. That's too risky. From here into there. Well, that's not working, is it? And why is this not outputting anything? That's inputting a red. Oh, because it doesn't input anything. Great. So it gets a global input. See, that would work. And then let's build some other plates, some iron plates. Let's build iron below. We're going. Should I leave this bit of space? We'll just do iron. Iron ore. Remember to spell it correctly. And that one. See, I'd love to copy these, but that would make no sense. That wouldn't make it. There we go. Nope. Oh, type of sequence. How the hell does that mean? Oh, can I do it smarter? Oh dear. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Okay, so that just saved me like a million years. Then steel plates, and of course I write it, and I drag it. That's pretty cool to have this little Factorio sign there. Steel plates, and again we're gonna do. I want to make sure that we have this up and running. There. I can always change it slightly. This one. Actually, I don't think I need that much. It's the highest. Oops. That's the 7. That's the 8. Okay, I don't need 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's the wrong one. I have a tendency to use the deconstruction planner when I want the red plates or the red wire and the other way around, which does cause some issues. Now I need to copy this one. There, there, and there. This will also get input. Actually, I think it's easier to do it like this. And I guess I need more. Yep. So it's the same input they get. And it's just flickering all the time. And these will now be hooked up to only look at copper wires, and that's the part I need to fix. So, but I only need to fix it once. So this is iron ore. This is iron plates. And this is steel plates. Look at that. So I kind of doubt that's correct. Steel plates is yeah, okay, that's true. And I have no copper ore. It's 0. All right, so this one is getting, I can't see where it's getting its input signal. Well, I can if I just make, I think that might be like a sound idea. Instead of hooking up directly, then hook them up through this one, because then I can see what it gets of signals. Yeah. I could make one. No, I can't. I can't actually make one. 6. I really want it. What if we build it like there? Okay, I'm just making a slight improvement, if that is a thing. Because this basically I want it to be, so if when all is said and done and you think you're ready, if I'm getting a red input signal there, then I will let everything from my input come through. And what I will let come through is actually 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then I'll pipe it on. So basically, if I don't have anything, mark the whole damn thing red. I like that, and it takes up a bit more space, but it's totally worth it. It's one extra filter, just a catch-all in case of that. So I know that copper ore is completely running out. Copper plates, I don't have many of those. Let me just check if that's actually correct. I'm going to make this blueprint here. There. And I'm gonna detract these. They now go into that power pole. And what is that not working? Input signals? I don't need that power pole there, that's just confusing. Right. it kind of needs to go around as well, doesn't it? That's interesting. This one has no output signals. Too many damn green wires. Now I just completely messed it up here at the end. So this one is outputting. I'm gonna have to put in something so I can see what it actually is outputting. That one. That's outputting 0 and 1, yes. But what if I piped that into this? But that's an output signal. Oh, because that one still feeds it in. Okay, well, that's because it's a problem. That is because it's using the wrong color signal. It's actually supposed to be a red signal. There and there. Now this one is not getting anything. It's getting, on the red wire, it's getting a 1. Why is it getting a 0? But shouldn't it also get a color? Which one is this? This is steel plates. 43? 43 should give you an... No, that should give this one an output signal. This is outputting that. Why is that not going in here? Output. You have an output signal of yellow. Goes in here. I don't get that. You're outputting orange. What if I put it on a green wire then? There you go, that would work. But why not on a... Oh, that's because it's only getting from that. Oh, damn. But it needs from... Yes. So it actually needs to get the input here. Not as a red one, because I would not filter all of it. I will only take from that particular machine. And then I'll go in here. That's a problem. Now we have some change of colors here. Actually, I think the solution is this one changed into green. And then that green goes out. That gets replaced by green. So now the input here is everything. And if I hook this up, it still should work. Yes. And that's just... I don't want that one. They're confusing. They're confusing me. And what is it actually I've done now? I loop it through this one, which basically checks one single thing. The one thing it checks is whether it's an all red signal. Is this no longer red? Oh, I can't see the output signal. I can't see any input signals here. Okay, okay, that's because it's not hooked up. So this one gets to be hooked up to there. But it's important that that line has to be different. This is very important. That's there. Okay, now it works. I'm sure of it, I hope. And then we bridge it all the way across. And bridge it all the way across. Again, bridge it all the way across. And this one is the one that goes into this separate filter. No, it does not. What is your input? Oh, you're getting a lot of input here. It almost worked, right? It almost worked. What is... Yeah, that's just counting. This is strange why that would... Why does it change anything from when it goes over? Oh, okay, it also needs that part. And then it needs this one as well. Because what if it stops? Oh no, it doesn't do that. Damn it. I don't get that though. I don't see how this loop goes back in here. Anyway, that doesn't quite work, the part about painting everything red. But aside from this, I think it actually, you know what, I'll just, I can just delete all of this. Because I really want to make sure that if this is red, why do I even need this one? If it is 0, then I should have a separate output signal. Okay. We're gonna leave it at that. Maybe I was actually using a wrong input signal. Okay. I think it can be done. I must be done, right? Then that won't work. Because this one is counting on not getting any inputs. And it's not actually that one it's hooked up to. It is this one. So to this one, no. Just so that I'm clear, and of course I won't be able to set it there, but this one, come on, just 0. I'm running a bit over time, but it's frustrating when I can't really figure this out. And of course, figuring things out with pressure on you is absolutely the best way of doing it. So this one is also providing an input. To that one. And then it's actually also providing one red. And this one will then, instead of doing that, it'll just say put everything out. Does it work actually? Huh. I think it does. But it needs space. It needs one more space that I do not have. Right, okay. I can work that space somewhere. But it would also be nice just to see if it actually works by just testing. I'm going to test it. This is a tester that says this is copper ore. 0. Goes in here. Great. That works. This one. Alright, it works. Why is 5 million not triggering a 7? Oh, because I don't need the 7. The 7 is not being used. And then here we go. I've wrecked a lot of things again. Oh no! Control set, undo, please. Oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up now. What I want to do is take this sign and put on this side. Then I want to shift all of these 1 over so that one can squeeze in. When this one gets shifted 1 over, for example, you'll be able to see that will connect, but that will not connect. Okay, so thank you very much for joining. I hope you enjoyed. I think this is actually turning out quite nice. This is a bit of a garbage area, but nonetheless, it works. Thank you very much for joining. See you next time. Bye.